Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, depending where you are in the world. Check out this hash, atomic Hiromi, atomic. What do we have in store for us today? This has been a match that literally everyone in this tournament and community has been waiting for. Sephi versus Swapspace. Swapspace has waited literally months for their matchup, and I know they're super excited to finally get to race. Has been talking about it all day and is super hype. And of course, Antinomy Sephi is also very excited to race as well. So looks like our runners are ready. So we're going to kick this bad boy off. We can't let you guys wait any longer. So let's get it. Good luck. Have fun. Here we go. Quit. Jchak has been removed from the race. Looks like Sephi testing their timer a little bit. Countdown is happening, and this race should be kicked off any moment now. This is a round 2 match 1. So this will be the first match. This is a back-to-back, so we will be seeing these racers race again. And Antinomy, Sephi already off. Sephi, not quite. Swap, hello? And Swap is off. It's a good 30-second head start. But we're going to get a look at our first item down here in the Morph Ball location. This could be one of 4 items. Of course, it could be Morph Ball. If it's not Morph Ball, then it's most likely going to be Ice Beam, High Jump Boots, or Space Jump. Typically, seeds like to put Ice Beam here really early. That way, because if it's not Morph Ball, we need some kind of logical progression to get us up into the E-Tank location, and it's Space Jump. So our runners are going to be able to Space Jump up to get the E-Tank location. Their runners will probably most likely elect to use some damage boosting with the flyer dudes here. We'll see what Antinomy elects to do. And actually is just going to use the Space Jump. Not a bad play. And now both of our runners have their Morph Ball and Space Jump. Space Jump is one of those interesting items because it's going to put a lot into logic really quickly. Already we have our up logic for Gauntlet, so now we're just waiting on Screw Attack to have full logical access to Gauntlet. We have access to Wreck Ship once we get Power Bombs and Supers, but we will most likely be finding them pretty soon. And there's an E-Tank, that's always nice. So, as you can see, Sephi's movement's very clean. Swapspace is a very good 80% runner as well. So we'll be seeing some pretty clean movement here today. And Sephi's going to be making their way to the pit room. We won't be able to check below Mother Brain or Billy Mays, unfortunately. But we're gonna most likely we'll be getting a Power Bomb pack at Bomb Chorizo. Bomb Chorizo is come to be known as Power Chorizo because this logic basically almost 95% of the time will put a Power Bomb pack in Bomb Chorizo's hands if you don't find one previously. So we will see what are blessed with today. As Sephi will be the first. Again, Swap's about 30 seconds behind. Unfortunately, we can't sync the timers, or I would totally do that. And there it is, Power Bomb. So, our runners can make some decisions here. A lot of runners have to toy with the idea of going all the way back down, checking below Mother Brain. Most runners elect to check 230 missiles. That's a really good check. And then go ahead and head on over to... to head on over to Green Brinstar, check the backup gauntlet. So Sephi elected to not do Alcatraz there. Gonna refill the ship here. Might even check Criteria Power Bombs. It's a really good, very, very good logical check here. You got Space Jump and Power Bombs. This is actually a location that a lot of newer runners forget about. And it could burn you. Here you could be Various Suit, could be Gravity Suit. There could be a suit here. Could be a really good item here as SWAT picks up their Power Bombs. Gonna be heading hopefully in the same direction. And it's a missile pack. Sephi's gonna... Ooh, wow, Sephi, wow. 27 health. That was tight. That was real tight. I'm loving the moonfalls. The back-to-back moonfalls here. That was tight for sure. Alright, well here, we're getting a refill and a save at the ship. I'm curious what our first progression, next progression item will be. But even like another half second in that acid, Sephi would be, yeah, very dead. Ooh, and a missile pack there for swap. So now we have all the ammo, the minor items that we need. Sephi will most likely go and check 230 missiles as well. Now here's where runners can really make a play. Do you go down and check Mother Brain? Or do you go down and check Billy Mays? Both are in logic. But it looks like Swap is just gonna head on through. It's a time sink, especially if you don't find anything. But when you do find something, man, that could really pay off. But we're gonna get our check here at Terminator. This is the yes, I love it. Perfect find right there at Terminator. The Spacer Beam. I'm curious how Sephi will react, and check this out. So, Sephi is actually making the play down to check the below Mother Brain. So we'll see if this pays off for them. As Swap's going to be making their way down to the Green Brinstar business area here, we'll be doing a mock ball. This is an out of logic trick. So all of these locations here that Swap is about to check are completely out of logic until we find Speed Booster. So we'll see what Swap finds back here. Missile pack. And Sephi's going to be going up. Has just the right amount of power bombs to... Ooh, an ice beam for Swap. Very nice. You go to a speed lock location and find the ice beam, which is typically your 2 items to get full access through Meridia. But ice beam's definitely a nice beam. Oh, and Sephi finds charge. Oh, that is gonna pay off in huge ways. We don't have a lot of beams yet. Ice beam is nice, but Sephi is not going to have to worry about picking up as many miners as Swap is going to. Typically, the seed will throw a ton of supers at you, and a lot of runners will just elect to pick them up because the Ridley beam is known for being behind Ridley, and so you need at least 30 supers anyway. So this could pay off for Sephi here. But we're going to get a check in the basement. Edikun items are 3 items down here. Antinomy is also going to be making their way up that way. I did not have the power bombs to do a full alternative route to the left of me. I tried to give it a new name and I failed. Ooh, and there's a super pack. So that's 15 there for swap space. Gonna get a check at the green door here. It's always a pain when you don't have... ooh, and check that out. So we now have full logical access to Gauntlet. And unfortunately, Sephi did not have enough power bombs to check the left of Morphall, which is actually really good forward thinking, because had Sephi checked that location, they would not have been able to check Billy Mays. And it's one of those checks that you're able to do on your way down through Green Brinstar out of Pink Brinstar into the green hill zone. So it's one of those checks that you can make real quick. And so we'll see what Sephi decides to do here now. We'll most likely follow Swap into Pink Brinstar, Green Brinstar cleanup as Swap takes a fall there, trying to do the reverse mock ball out of Edagoons. But important thing to remember here is we now have full gauntlet access. We have our up logic with space jump, which was found in logic, and we have a he skips over the spacer beam. Wow, that's funny. And I don't remember what was in the back of Gauntlet. Oh yeah, just a super missile. And there's the plasma beam. Wow, so man, okay, so depending on how many power bombs Swap is gonna come out with, it could be possible that Swap may never check. Oh, Swap needs to be careful here. Oh, Swap, please. Oh my god. Oh, okay, we're good. All this clear, everything's good. That was just a clinch moment there. Any one of those spikes or even hit by that side hopper and Swap would have been dead-zo. Antinomy, Sephi's moving down into Green Brinstar, going to be checking the early super. Do a mock ball here. Again, out of logic trick. And Swap already picking up tons and tons of ammo that now Sephi's not going to have to be able to. What's really interesting though is Sephi's going to ultimately save time here because they're going to be running into the plasma beam. However, that pulls out. Almost everyone runs into that runs into that Terminator item on their way to Torian anyway, so that's really funny. But yeah, Sephi's just sitting there at 5-5-5, electing to skip a lot of his miners. Gonna have to pick up this power bomb here, but this is nice. Swap gonna be checking the spore spawn. This is an out of logic trick, but it is a in logic check. So this check isn't required, I should say. But this particular item is in logic. We just use a trick to skip having to fight spore spawn. So Sephi is going to be running into their screw attack here at basement. As Swap is going to be making their way, needs to make sure they do a spin attack through here. There, he sets himself up because sometimes you don't actually get your full spin attack, and you can get bodied, and that's never, ever fun. And Sephi picks up their screw attack. Swap is also breaking logic here, doing a wavegate glitch, going to try to shoot a super at the right time to clip through and open the door on the other side. The logical item to check this location is Wave Beam. So these particular items can have a lot of implications depending on what you find behind here. So for example, if one found gravity, you would then know immediately that you cannot find Wave Beam anywhere in Meridia. So that these little logical pieces are really interesting to keep track of. Okay, so Swap Space gonna check Green Hill Tube here, the missile pack. Swap does not have enough power bombs to go and do Billy Mays. Oh, I take that back. They have screw attack. Excuse me. So they are. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is having screw attack is really nice. Oh, and Sephi just missed a super pack. So this is really good check by Swap. It's going to kind of stop the bleeding from all of the supers or all of the miners that they've been picking up. But you only need one power bomb now. The only problem here is that now Swap is going to have to go all the way around. It could play off in Swap's favor. Swap might elect to do early wreck ship. They have the ammo, they have screw attack, they can use the invincibility frames from screw attack to take on Fantoon. It's an option. They're going to have to go up anyways. They can also check below Mother Brain. So routing wise, this could work out in their favor. But only need one power bomb. And the acquisition of Screw Attack is going to let them go down. Okay, so Sephi is also going to be doing the Sports Bond check here. Swap trying to do the Moonfall. And gets it. Alright, very nicely done. Alright, so Swap, Sephi just has a few more Pink Brinstar cleanup checks here. Going to be doing an out of logic trick here as well, but hits it just wonderfully. Very beautiful. Moves in, finds the missile pack. Very well done, as Swap is going to head on. Can't tell if they're at, okay, I thought it looked like they were at 8 health for a second. Okay, so Swap's going to get their first look at below Mother Brain here with the use of Screw Attack. Screw Attack is a really good item if you don't have bombs or power bombs. It lets you get through a lot of areas that you wouldn't normally be able to get through. We'll see what Swap does. I think making a play at Wreck Ship at this point is actually a really good play. It's completely in logic. Wreck Ship E-Tank is in logic with Space Jump or Gravity, so at this point Wreck Ship E-Tank is reachable with Space Jump. We do have a speed lock location, but basically all of Wreck Ship outside of that speed lock location is in logic. So we could have suits there, we could have a lot of really good items there. And Sephi's going to be still skipping missiles here. And Swap, we'll see what is going on. They didn't have the power bombs to do that. Sephi elected to go down immediately after finding power bombs at Bomb Chorizo. And Swap elected to check it on their way through Pink Brinstar. And yes, Swap now has charge. Ooh, okay, so we're getting our first check at Gauntlet. This is important because this is an in-logic check, as Sephi's also making a logic check here for X-Ray. So we'll see what our runners find here. These are really good checks. And a missile pack. Sephi's going to say no to that. That's what I'm talking about. Gravity suit. That's where it really pays off paying attention to the logic. So finding gravity, man, Gauntlet really likes to take hold of some suits. Swap's probably gonna take up this super pack here. But Sephi is also making the play upward, going to be clearing out Red Tower. Swap space. Well, I'm sure at this point, especially with Gravity Suit, they're going to go right to Wreck Ship. Actually, honestly, at this point, given what I have, I would just go in, kill Fantoon, and leave, because I am basically Varia Suit away from go load. Of course, that would be a gamble. It's still possible that Varia is in Wreck Ship. And you know, that's a fantastic point, Zeb. Given all the different logical requirements for Gauntlet, is kind of impressive how often we have suits there. But here we go, Sephi moving in, and it's just a super pack. Swap, I believe, has not checked criteria power bombs yet. Sephi's going to be making their way up. We're going to get a high five here. All things considered, our runners are pretty close. Sephi definitely has a little bit of a lead, even picking up all of these minors. Of course, space jump without high jump boots is never fun. Swap space is going to run right into a missile pack. Gonna say nope to that. The difference here, Swap definitely has really good. Ooh, and Swap's just gonna head right on into Wreck Ship. This is going to be a much tighter fight here for Sephi, but again with Screw Attack, it's pretty. I'm not gonna say free, but it's definitely nicer. Screw Attack really helps with the Phantoon fight. But you can already see how much quicker it is just having Gravity Suit here. Our runners are really neck and neck, all things considered here. Yeah, exactly, Plop. If you really want to play it safe, just super Phantoon and just Screw Attack through the Enrage phase. Gonna get a check here to the first item in Wreck Ship. I'm hoping we get an early Varia here, so our runners can just go mode the rest of the seed. We still need 2 E-Tanks, of course, but all things considered, we are very close to go mode for the seed. And alright, so Sephi, this is going to be dangerous. Ooh, takes a hit already. Memeing a little bit on Phantoon flames. And Swap's also going. We're going to have simultaneous Phantoon fights here. Swap definitely has not a lot of help to work with here, but it's a nice drop there. We're getting some Dopplers here by Antinomy, Sephi. Both of our runners have charged plasma, and it looks like Swap is going to be utilizing that. Does a ton of damage, just absolutely shreds Phantoon. But just like that, Sephi is donezo with Phantoon. Looks like Swap might have one more round if they can get a good one going. Sephi's going to be moving outward. We'll see what Sephi elects to do here. Again, some runners may elect to just skip out on Wreck Ship entirely after killing Phantoon. Definitely play. Although, on Sephi's side, they don't have gravity, so that play has less value. However, on Swap's side, they have gravity, so a play like that would have a little bit more value. So I'm curious what they elected to do here. And high jump boots. That's nice. Yeah, a play to skip out on Wreck Ship on Sephi's side would be very risky. On Swap's side, there's still risk involved, but less than what it would be on Sephi's side. But high jump boots, we got some really nice. Oh, I thought Swap's gonna skip the high jumps. All right, so going to give a check here to Wreck Ship E-Tank. I have a feeling that this might be Varia. Like, I just have this feeling. Ooh, man, a guillotine would have just murdered Sephi right there. I believe if you get guillotine, it's 200 damage. It's 2 E-Tanks, if I'm not. I think it is, but I don't think Sephi saved. I got this feeling. Yeah, 200 suitless, that's right. Darn an E-Tank. But gonna be super nice. Our runners do need E-Tanks. I need at least 3. to complete this game, or reserves of some kind. I don't think, so did swap save as well? I'm not sure, but we're gonna get some high fives here. Sephi's fight was definitely better than Swap's. There's our high five. Swap's gonna head up, most likely pick up that E-tank as well. Our runners have some options here. Sephi will most likely go up here. Making a play to skip out on wreck ship would definitely be risky. Yeah, gonna go up. With no suits, you're gonna go. But Swap could possibly make the decision to leave. So I'm curious what Swap wants to do here. So the attic, definitely screw attack is a really nice item to have here. And space jump for that matter, just absolutely shred through everything. And you're gonna check the right side attic location, as Swap's gonna be making their decision. Looks like they're gonna save now. Very interesting. And it's a super pack. Sephi's gonna say no to that. Very nice wreck ship clip there. And we're gonna get yet another high five, almost a high five, as Sephi's gonna be making their way outside. Man, with space jump, it really helps checking the missiles in the sky. Probably one of the most annoying checks you can make if you don't have quality items to do it. So we're gonna get a mid-air morph here to get into this little crevice, and then Sephi is going to utilize mid-air morphs, or excuse me, wall jump to mid-air morph on the other side. Taking off high jump boots, high jump boots makes this a little bit easier. And what do we have? Super pack. High jump pops. So I want you guys to recognize something here. The more items we check in the top of wreck ship, and them being nothing, just goes to show sometimes that making a play to just completely skip out on wreck ship can really save you like literal minutes. And we're just getting nothing but missiles and super missiles at this point. So we still have 2 more items to check. So if I was raising this and I made that decision, it's still possible that I made a very poor decision, but I would definitely, at this point, I don't know, it's just me personally, you guys probably hear me talk about this all the time, but I am a firm believer in just skipping all of wreck ship. So if you guys find something in wreck ship against me, GG. So here we go, Sephi. See what they find. They got 2 items to check. We got a super at the speed lock location. I'm curious if Swap will elect to check that like Sephi did. Or did they just do that? I think they did. We'll see what's happening. But this is a really nice race overall. And just to remind you, we do have a back-to-back. This will be a second match directly following this. So be prepared for that. Swap gonna be going bowling. Swap checked it too. Fantastic. And what do we get? The anticipation. It's an E-tank. I'm surprised Sephi's skipping that, to be completely honest. Still needs at least 1 more E-tank. Who knows when they might find. And alright, I made the right choice. So, that, you're probably thinking at this point, like, dang, if my opponent went down, like Sephi, at this point, Sephi is probably thinking, if swap space went down, there are absolutely suits there, right? Because there's nothing in wreck ship. I just wasted all this time at wreck ship, so you know Sephi's feeling very uncomfortable right now with there just being complete garbage at wreck ship. Like really though, like, okay, so high jump boots are definitely okay. Like there's nothing wrong with high jump boots, but you're definitely feeling uncomfortable after that wreck. And Swap's also electing to skip that E-tank as well. Wait, Swap. What? Did they see what that item was? Wait, I'm Swap, I don't know what just happened, but Swap just skipped that item. That's really interesting. Swap with the plays, that's right. So looks like Sephi's gonna be picking up their gravity. And okay, so wow, we definitely have a race on our hands. This is gonna come down to pure execution and a play for that Verifying. We do not have nearly enough E-tanks to even consider a suitless lower warfare, nor the ammo. We're lacking quite a few power bombs. But this is gonna be tight. Like, we have Swap already taking just a little, just leading by maybe 30 or 40 seconds. Like, this is super tight. Ammo looks to be about the same. Of course, Swap, they have, you know, almost double the supers here. But here we go. Swap, ooh, one thing that Sephi did do that Swap has not done is full cleared upper red tower. So this is going to put Sephi right back in the lead, just slightly here, as Sephi's just going to do some quick checks here. Ooh, takes a little fall there, but it's going to head on. But we're going to get a high five here at the, look at this sink. Oh my, that's gorgeous. But Swap's going to head down as Sephi heads left. Going to be heading down red tower. As also something Sephi has checked. Sephi's checked X-ray. This is something Swap had not checked. And so Swap's going to also have to check that. Unless they elect to skip it. Some runners do sometimes skip X-ray. It's one of those checks that could cost a little bit of time, but with Space Jump, it's pretty free. So, looks like Sephi is... Wait, where is Sephi going? Hold on. Let me think back on all the spots they didn't check. Ah, of course, to the left of Morph. So, this is going to give Swap an opportunity to check X-ray, and we might have... Ooh. We might have Sync. I think Sephi's path back is a little bit shorter than Swap's is, but wow, this is a really exciting race because now our runners have officially covered each other's tracks. Each runner has checked what the other runner has not checked. And now we're back in business. Here we go. We're going to run into this various suit eventually. It could be anywhere in Meridia. It could be... Okay, so at this point, there are very few locations outside of Meridia that it could be. We have Kraid to check, of course, and we have high jump boots to check, and then after that, it's just a matter of who finds it in Meridia. But this is a wonderful, wonderful matchup we're watching here right now. Is we're probably going to get a check for Spazer. This sink, as Sephi takes a fall into the water, it's going to give Swap an opportunity to catch up a little bit here. Going into the Spazer room, almost sink, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a reserve tank. Gonna nope out on that. Our runners are still at 2 tanks, by the way. So that's a really good point, Zeb. In my race against Punk the other night, I decided to not check high jump, and I went straight into Meridia, and it was Varia. So I don't know. It's a tough decision on what you decide. Oh, and Sephi's gonna go up. And Swap's gonna go to Kraid. This is a divergence. I'm curious if Swap finds something here at Crab Supers. We get a super pack of Main Street missiles, and there's an E-tank. Swap might just elect to go right back down, and they are. Okay, maybe not. Gonna head on through. Okay, so this could be huge if Sephi elects to. I have been told by runners much better than me. That there really is no value in skipping Kraid first before going to Meridia. It's kind of one of those things that you kind of have to do Kraid anyway, and these are really, really, really easy checks. So if you find Varia, you can skip out on a lot of this. But some runners do some things that they're comfortable with, and there's nothing wrong with that. As we find the Wave Beam, by the way, on Sephi's side, very nice. One thing to note here is Swap picked up. If Sephi elects to go all the way to Dragon here, Swap is going to have a much quicker Dragon with the acquisition of X-ray, excuse me. We have the potential to do what's called a microwave. It uses plasma, charge, and X-ray. And I'm actually really, if this pays off for Sephi though, it will be huge. But ooh, and Swap misses the quick kill here, and even Sephi's even gonna go up to the beach and up to the watering hole here. But this play here could really, honestly, decide this race. Of course, if there's nothing here at Kraid, Sephi's gonna get a head start on clearing out these locations. This is what's so awesome about Randomizer, guys. If Sephi finds Varia here, they made the right choice, but if they don't find Varia here, then Swap's gonna run right into it. But the thing is, it could happen. It's Randomizer. They literally could be anywhere, so it's just really exciting to see who finds it first. But the thing is I'm curious why our runners are skipping E-tanks. We need at least one more, and we don't know when we're going to find another one. But we'll see. We'll see what Sephi finds here in the right side. A lot of runners elect to check left side, reset, check right side, and then do Shack Tool. We do have Ice Beam. Shack Tool's not in Logic without Grapple Beam. But here we go. We got 2 items here. Hell runs are not required in Rat. That is correct. With the exception of Bubble Mountain Right. With Speed Booster, you can speed boost through Frog Speedway. And the little hell room between Frog Speedway and Bubble Mountain is in Logic. You can find Varia to the right. But that's pretty rare. It's happened only, I think, once in official races. Here we go. This is the moment that we kind of been waiting for. What does Swap find here at High Jump? Okay, Super Pack. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, a Missile Pack. What's at High Jump? Drum roll, everybody. An E-tank. Don't skip it, Swap. It's okay. It is official. Varia is somewhere. Depending on if we find speed, it is somewhere. That means it has to be... Wait, did Swap check right side Sandpit? It has to be right side Sandpit. Unless we find Grapple or Speed. Right side Sandpit if we don't find Grapple or Speed. If we find Speed, it could be at any of the Speed Lock locations. Not until we find Speed, though. If we find Speed, then it could be a Bubble Mountain Missiles. It could be at... it could be at the Waterway, it could be at Tower Supers. With Grapple, it could be a Shack Tool. And also, yeah, it comes down to what items we find. Of course, anything that Sephi finds back here will not lead to Speed. Because Speed is required, okay, well, logically, it won't logically lead to Speed because Speed is required for, this location. But if we find Grapple at right side, and then Speed at Shack Tool, and then Varia at Waterway, that would be beautiful. So this is down to if Swap checks right side. Like, this is a really, really exciting match here. Just wondering what is in the right side, because it has to be something. Varia, absolutely. It's either Varia, Grapple, or Speed in right side Sandpit. It has to be at this point. Yeah, Ice Clip is not in logic. That is correct. Sephi going for some plasma shots here. I think the coolest chain of events would be grapple and then speed at Shack Tool, and then Varia at Waterway, because like I said, we are nowhere near doing anything without Varia. Here we go. I guess technically this could be Grapple Beam if we found speed in right side sandpit. And it's a missile pack. Okay, well, it's down to that right side sandpit, everybody. We could see Swap Space potentially check that right around the same time Sephi does. We could still... Ooh, okay, so if Speed Booster is at right side sandpit, Varia could also be at Plasma. Varia could also be at Aqueduct if we find Speed Booster there. Really, it's kind of interesting to see what we end up with here. There's a lot of, depending on where speed is, it could really love to be at Climb Supers. Varia loves to be there, yeah, for sure. Basically, any speed lock location, Varia just loves to just go there. All right, so Sephi. Excuse me, Swap. Which side do you check, fam? Tell me. Do you check right side? Do you check left side? Is Swap gonna do Snail Clip? Oh, they're gonna check the location here. Just a missile pack. Okay. Oh, Swap's gonna head on through. Oof, okay, well, darn. Sephi going to run right into their logical progression here. Most likely going to be Varia, Speed, Grapple. There's a missile pack. And there's... Just as we were all talking about... I would have rather had a Grapple Beam or a Speed there, but Sephi, man, whew, that's going to be dangerous for Swap there if they don't check right side soon enough. This definitely put... Yeah, this definitely changes things for Sephi here. But with 2 E-Tanks, this is going to be a tight... Alright, so Sephi's making their way out. Gonna be able to skip basically everything, head right down into Lower Norfair if they're comfortable. I'm sure they are. Well, of course, they have to still take out Kraid, but their Kraid's gonna be a little bit quicker because they can skip a lot of items. Swap takes a fall in the Coliseum. Sephi sees the X-ray beam, is going to say nope on that. Swap's going to be able to X-ray kill Dragon here. It's going to be a very quick fight. Honestly, Sephi's fight wasn't that slow either. With the acquisition of Plasma and Charge, it could really just shred Dragon. We're gonna see if Sephi can get the Kraid quick kill. We had a little dance on Swap's side, so we'll see what we are going to be seeing today. And all right. Dragon is down. Sephi has gonna have quite a bit of lead here. Not too much of a lead, but definitely was able to make up a bit of time, not having to get X-ray there. Might even elect to skip high jump or crate E-tank here. No, gonna go right in. And it's a missile pack. Sephi's absolutely comfortable with these numbers. These are basically the 8% numbers that you commonly see. Definitely with 25 supers. Okay, I'm very happy to see Swap not make a play for... very happy to see Swap not make a play for Plasma there. That would have been very devastating. We just hope that they check right side first. It's not typically a spot runners check first. They normally check left side first, reset, then right side check. But sometimes you check right side first, left side check, or left side reset. It just depends. We'll see what Swap decides to do here. They will be saving, so that's at least a good sign. So we will take a look at the time as Sephi enters the lower Norfair elevator to get an idea of how big of a lead they have. Really honestly determines which side they check first, and they're checking right side. Okay, so here we go. There it is, everybody. The various suits. Now it really comes down to execution here. Swap, of course, having the extra 2 E-tanks as Sephi enters the elevator at 45:30. Something also to note. Something to note is Swap is actually 30 seconds behind on the restream. Roughly. Maybe 25-ish seconds, 20 seconds. So this could be even closer. It'll all come down to that SRL finish. Yeah, unfortunately we can't fix that. Or I totally would. I have a need for speed. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at when Swap Space enters the elevator in Lower Norfair. Fantastic, Doc. I look forward to it. Let's do it. Okay, so Sephi's just gonna... Oh, where are you going, Swap? Okay, maybe they were thinking about taking Frog Speedway, but they do not have speed boosters, so going to have to take the Alright, so Swap's making their way down to Lower Norfair. Best case scenario here is that Sephi does not find an E-tank and is going to have to go out of their way somewhere to find one. Sephi is going to be checking going through the pirates room there. And we lost Swap there. I'm gonna do my best to bring them back here as Seth is going to be moving into the Warfare fight. Ridley fight, excuse me. And look at that beautiful Xbox ad. All right, so, and Ridley is down, so Sephi is going to be making their way towards Torian. Going to be checking below to the left of Ridley here. And just going to have to, hopefully, best case scenario is we don't, oh no. We don't run into a E-tank on Sephi's side. That's going to make this much closer. Okay. Yeah, bombs are definitely useful in escape. Having screw attack. So when you come down, you need 6 power bombs. And when you come up, you need, excuse me, when you go down, you need 5. When you go up, you need 6. Unless you have screw attack, speed booster, X-ray, spring ball, or bombs. Any one of those items will remove the need for that extra power bombs. Bombs help escape if you have limited power bombs. Yeah, lower nor fire escape. Okay, just dawned on you. And of course, not using power bombs is very much. Yeah, definitely quicker. Sephi gonna be picking up a super missile there. Curious where they might run into another Ooh, Swap taking a bath. Yeah, X-ray, screw attack, spring balls, and bombs. Or speed. All allow you to only need to have 5 coming back up. Super nice to have at least one of those items. So where was Speed? Speed was in jail, and Sephi skipped that? Very interesting. So X-ray, what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself basically in a crouching position, and you're going to X-ray climb above the blocks. Super useful. But check this out. Look at the synced timers though. Yay me, yay me. I'm so excited. I'm so hype. Like legit hype right now. So apologies for losing Swap's feed for a bit, but now at least we have completely synced timers. Ooh, yeah, let's go. So now we are going to see, something really important here, guys, is all of this extra checking by Sephi here. Guys, Oh, but no, Sephi found one. But the thing is that Sephi has had to go out of their way just to check all these locations. That has definitely cost them more than 7 seconds. So skipping all of those E-tanks early on cost them in the long run. But definitely gave Swap the opportunity here to just catch up a little bit. We're going to be rushing to Torian. I'm curious if Swap finds speed. Looks like they're going to be skipping that location. And going to be heading right up. Yeah. Oh, wait. Sephi? Wait. Where's... Oh, I see. They're leaving through Croc Escape. That makes sense. With speed, or excuse me, with space jump, this is definitely quicker. But I believe they have everything they need to do Speedway skip. We might see Swap actually make that play. Swap, please. This. Wait, where are you going? Swap! No, do the tech. Wait, what? I'm confused. Swap! What are you doing? No! Oh, don't do it, Swap. I think, you know, it's a new tech. Not a lot of people haven't really learned it, and a lot of people are afraid to soft lock. Man, this could have been. Wait. Yeah, I can do it. I can't do it. I can do it. Never mind. It's okay. But like I said, before I learned it, I was also really afraid to do it in a race setting in fear of soft locking. But there really is not really that much soft lock potential. Of course, if you're using Ice Beam, then you could freeze yourself. But if you haven't actually done it yet, then it can definitely be a little bit daunting in a race setting when you're heading to Torian. Alright, so in terms of items, the only difference between our runners here that could possibly make a difference is the E-tank, but all things considered, especially with Sephi, that's not really going to be an issue. This could come down to, I mean, this is tight, but Swap using my secret tech of X-raying the fish. Very nicely done, Swap. Oh man, Sephi doesn't run into Phaser Beam. And that is incredibly important to note. Mother Brain doesn't care about anyone's skill level. You could get slaughtered by a double hit by a catch-up at any moment in time. And yeah, Swap's making their way. Just imagine if Swap had skipped Wreck Ship. Swap had all the items necessary, of course not having Varia, but had they skipped Wreck Ship, this would be a much different race. But Sephi has full beam combo. It's going to be 20 shots and donezo. Needs to be very careful, of course, to not get hit by anything. Ooh, Sephi groups the Metroids here. Gonna lose him a bit of time. Probably electing to save some ammo. Needs to be careful though, they do not have bombs. gets the nice damage boost, I believe. Yes, very good. Gonna see if Sephi will go for baby skip with ice, or excuse me, with wave plasma and high jump boots. Definitely easier. Swap probably going in to turn screw attack off. Oh, that is true without speed. It's weird. Ooh, Sephi. Careful, 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 careful. Oh my, I almost... Oh wow, that's nice. Very nice setup here by Sephi. Check this out, guys. Ooh, beautiful. Sephi with the very nice baby skip. Still, I mean, wait. Damaged themselves down, but did the baby skip anyway. I mean, it definitely saves on the baby animation. But I think that was a very good skip without having speed. Alright, Swap definitely made up some time here. Had the ammo to just super through the babies, or the Mugtroids there. Oh no. This could come down to stuff like this. If Sephi can't get this, he's gonna have to reset the room, maybe. And gets it. Oh, did they save? I don't think I saw them save. This health is, Woo! Man, oh, and Swap gets... Oh, man, this health is not like this, everybody. Can we get Bless RNG? Just spam Bless RNG for our boy Sephi here. As Swap gets a little taste of the Metroid and going to... Oh! I can't watch. Okay, yes, get all those Bless RNGs. Let's go. Oh my, wow. This is, these are some dodges. Oh, okay. Okay. They're very, very good morph there. Almost gets nailed, and I think that's it. Sephi, you're a madman. You madman. Woo. Wow. Very nicely done. Swap's face is going to be heading into Mother Brain 1. This is by no means also free. Health is also an issue. Take even a catch-up might, do them in. But this was a very, very exciting race. And the best part about this is we didn't have any deaths. It just came down to pure routing, pure skill. We had some very, very, very interesting and yeah, Zeb, that's what I've been thinking about this entire time. Just imagine, just imagine, what if there was not an E-Tank at speed? Like, this could have been a completely different race. Like, it literally came down to set the go mode item being an E-Tank. That's incredible. It was a very nice Mother Brain 2 by Swap there. And Sephi into Mother Brain 3 as Swap is just about ready to enter. But here's the thing. If our runners were able to pick up Speed Booster, I'm curious if that... I don't know if that'd make much of a difference. Possible, but... I don't think at this point... Maybe. I don't know, I can't do the math in my head right now, but Speed Booster... Maybe... Definitely would have made it closer, that's for sure. Alright, Sephi's moving into the escape. Has 3 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Zeb. Like without spring ball, would you be basically using the time it would save just to go get the speed, booster? It would be a push. I agree. And Swap's going to be moving into Mother Brain 3. Yeah, that's exactly why Swap didn't check that. The final few rooms here. Steffi's going to be making their way up the climb. As Swap is going to be finishing off Mother Brain 3. Little behemoth climb. And Mother Brain 3, oh man, Swap is going to be losing this race while in escape. Steffi's not going to be saving the animals. And here we go. With an official 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 39 seconds. Steffi has finished in first place. GG to Steffi. We're going to let Swap Space finish up here. Swap's going to be moving into the final 3 rooms. Or is in the final 3 rooms as we speak. Going to be making their way into the climb. We'll see if they elect to do traditional wall jumps or behemoth climb. And they're going for the traditional wall jumps. With high jump boots, this is pretty quick. And here we go. And just to remind everyone, the second match is going to start immediately after this one, once we get the new room set up and the seed distributed. And so we're going to see these runners. We're going to see this one more time, and with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 16 seconds. Swap Space has finished in second place. Alright, we're gonna get a new room set up. That was insanely close. I cannot wait for the next match. We're going to end the stream, but bring it right back up to make the... it looks like Steph's actually in the green room. Oh, they left. We'll probably do interviews after the second match. Okay. Alright. Thank you guys so incredibly much for watching, but we're going to be back literally just in a few seconds. So don't forget to follow these runners and the amazing broadcast team. Oh, I should probably mention a humongous thank you to Ploff for stepping in towards the beginning of this race to track. And we're going to end the stream and bring it right back up. So I'll see you guys in like 30 seconds.